Antonio told me never to open the locked drawer, but I found his secret letter and the truth might be buried inside. Part 2. I stood frozen, heart pounding, as Antonio's footsteps echoed through the house. The letter in the drawer had revealed that Antonio had a secret child from a past relationship, a son he'd been hiding from me for years. He had left his ex-wife and cut off all contact with the boy when he married me. He left his son in poverty and left me in the dark, betraying both of us in the process. Antonio walked in, his eyes filled with concern. I tried to act normal, but my mind was racing. The letter in my pocket burned like a secret. I decided to confront him later. That night, I lay awake, torn between anger and sadness. The next day, I found old photos in the attic Antonio with a young boy who looked just like him. It was a shock. I spent hours poring over the photographs, trying to piece together the story. Some pictures showed the boy happy, others sad and distant. It was heartbreaking. I also found old letters from Antonio's ex-wife, begging him to come back. He had ignored her pleas, choosing to start a new life with me. I knew I had to confront him. I tried to keep my composure around Antonio, but it was hard. Every time he touched me, I flinched. Every time he spoke, I wondered if he was lying. One day, as I was writing, Antonio walked in. He saw the journal and asked what I was doing. I lied and said it was just a list of things to do. He seemed suspicious, but he didn't push it. Later that night, I heard him on the phone, whispering. I couldn't make out the words, but I knew he was talking about me. I felt a chill run down my spine. What was he hiding now? I decided to follow him the next day. I watched as he met with a man in a dark alley. They talked for a few minutes, then the man handed Antonio an envelope. Antonio opened it, glanced at the contents, and then stuffed it in his pocket. He looked around nervously before walking away. I followed him back home, my heart pounding. I knew I had to find out what was in that envelope. A few days later, I showed Antonio the letter and the photographs. He admitted to having a son and leaving him behind. We argued, and I told him I needed time to think. I reached out to his son, now a young man, living in a small apartment across town. He was hesitant, but eventually agreed to meet. We talked for hours, sharing stories and laughter. I saw the resemblance to Antonio in his eyes and smile. It was comforting and painful. I knew this was just the beginning, but I was ready to face it. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe for more.